Thomas Jefferson, writer of the Declaration of Independence and third President of the United States, is getting ready to appear live at the Blake Library in Stuart.
I go into full costume. I do Jefferson as he appeared in 1821.
J.D. Sutton gets into character every time he performs, and tonight is no exception. He walks the walk and talks the talk, from his gray sprayed hair to his Gillybrug shoes.
In addition, the costume is based on clothing that is his. We had gone to Monticello for the 250th anniversary of Jefferson's birth. Went up the mountain. I had been working on a different one-person play at the time. And when we were driving away, she said, "You know, you could do a play about Jefferson."
Never put off till tomorrow what you can do today. And never trouble another for what you can do yourself.
At the time, I had one slim volume on him. Realized what I didn't know, started reading more. Consequently, read for about 5 years, taking notes furiously.
Never spend your money before you have it. Never buy what you do not want because it is cheap.
I've set the play in the spring of 1821. Several reasons. That January, Jefferson begins his autobiography, which is a good springboard for this. He's enjoying a particular period of excellent health. That's spring. It's not until that fall he realizes what a financial mess he's in.
Take things always by the smooth handle.
At the same time, the University of Virginia is being built so he can both look back on his accomplishments, writing the Declaration, having established the Virginia Statute for Religious Freedom, and at the same time he can look forward to the University of Virginia and what that will mean to education, not only down his mountainside, but also to education in general.
Prudence indeed will dictate that governments long established should not be changed for light and transient causes. But when a long train of abuses and usurpations, pursuing invariably the same object, evinces a design to reduce them under absolute despotism, it is their right. It is their duty.
I've always been fascinated by Jefferson. He's a brilliant, talented man. He was an architect. He was a musician. He was a legislator. He wrote beautifully. One story I mentioned in the play is one of the reasons Adam says he should write the Declaration. He says, "You can write 10 times better than I can." Jefferson's just a fascinating guy. He's inventive, he's creative.
Do in the name and by the authority of the good people of these colonies solemnly publish and declare that these united colonies are and of right ought to be free and independent states.
J.D. Sutton performs an encounter with Jefferson at least 3 times a week and travels throughout the eastern part of the United States.
Yeah, I'm traveling a lot, and I was just away this past month talking about taking the full-length play into New York City and also into Charlottesville, Virginia, and also into Washington, D.C. I conclude the play with a speech drawn from Jefferson's last letter, mostly from his last letter, which talks about his vision for America's future and his hope for the ultimate spread of Republican democracy throughout the world. The political party he established is the Democratic Republican Party. So his ultimate hope for the spread of Republican democracy throughout the entire world. And you couldn't express it better.
May our American independence be to the world what I believe it will be. The signal of arousing men to burst the chains under which monkish ignorance and superstition have persuaded them to bind themselves, and to assume for themselves the blessings and the security of self-government. That we have have established these rights here, grounds of hope for people